Farmer Cozette, a youth educator with Wasatch Community Gardens. Today I wanted to share a recipe made in my home kitchen for strawberry yogurt pops. This will be one of our featured produce items this week with strawberries. We also have some mulberries from our Green Phoenix farm here today as well. And just to mention, these strawberries are also from the Grateful Tomato Garden. So before we get started, I'm going to put my apron on and make sure your hands are nice and clean. We're going to need a few things to help us make our yogurt pops. First thing, obviously, is to get some yogurt. I have some banana cream yogurt here, and I'm also going to try some of this pineapple yogurt, but it also works great if you just have plain non-fat yogurt as well. So get creative. We've also pulled out our strawberries. Make sure to wash them really good. Take the green tops up. I've already got a few prepped and ready for us for today's demonstration, along with anything else you want to add to your recipe. So since we do have mulberries this week, I wanted to try out adding those to our popsicles as well. In addition to that, I pulled out some chocolate chips and a little bit of fresh mint to try as well. You're also going to need your popsicle sticks. So I have some recycled popsicle sticks that I've cleaned off and dried and are going to be ready for us to use for our popsicles today. We also want to make sure you pull out some ice cube trays. I have a couple different shapes and sizes that you can play around with. Be creative. If you don't have an ice tray at home, you can also see if you have a small Tupperware container, or recycle and clean out your yogurt container, and you can also use that to make your popsicle. I like to wear an apron so I don't get my clothes messy. Whenever you're working with berries, there's a chance for that coloring to stain your clothes. So this is a recipe where you might want a little bit of adult help, depending on how comfortable you feel using a knife. I also have a little food blender here, so that's an alternative to using a knife. You might want to ask your adult in the house if you have access to a food blender or if they'll help you chop up the fruit with a knife. So to get started, I'm going to empty my yogurt into a bowl. I just want to be able to mix it up really nice. There's all sorts of ways you can do this. You can stir your yogurt from the yogurt container it's in. But I just want to stir it up and make it nice and smooth. Then I'm going to take my strawberries and I'm going to show you how to chop just a couple of them up. But it just depends on what consistency you want. If you like it chunky, if you want it really fine. The more berries you have in your recipe, the better it will help hold up your popsicle stick. So as you can see, I've cut that up. I'm going to put this in my bowl to get ready to put in my popsicle. I'm also going to chop some of these cool mulberries up. Just a little bit finer to try out. Additionally, I'm going to take my food processor here and I'm going to put the rest of my strawberries in here just to show you a different way to make it and to chop up your fruit. And I'm going to put some of my mulberries in as well. Going to get loud for just a minute. Okay. We've now pureed our berries. Looks like a nice chopped up mess in there. And we're going to put that in our popsicle molds in just a minute. I also have some freshly cleaned mint from our garden as well. It smells so good. So today I wanted to try a few variations. just going to chop up a couple leaves of mint. We can mix in there. And I'm going to use these popsicle trays today because I will get a nice thick popsicle. You can do this in a couple different ways. You can either layer your fruit and put the yogurt on top, or you can mix it all together. So let's go ahead and try a couple different ways of doing that. I'm going to take a little handful, my nice clean hands, and put it down in the bottom of the tray. Let's see if you can see that, like so. We're going to do that to a couple trays. I also have a stack of the mulberries chopped up that I'm going to put here at the bottom as well. I'll go put the mint in with my strawberries. Those sound yummy together. And then I'm also going to do one with a couple chocolate chips. So whatever kind of chocolate chips you might have around the house, you can pour that into the bottom of your tray, kind of spread it out. So now the bottom of our tray is filled with our fruit and our chocolate chips. So you can really get as creative as you want with these, with whatever fruit that you have around your house. Now I'm going to take my yogurt. I'm going to put a dollop in. I'm just going to spread it around a little bit. The yogurt that I have fills about 2 of my big ice cube trays. If you have a smaller tray, you're going to be able to make more popsicles. Okay. I'm also going to use my banana yogurt. I'll pour this in here again so I can whip it up. And this recipe, depending on how complex you want to get with it, can take about 5-10 minutes to prepare, especially if you have some help in the kitchen. It won't take you too long. And then once we get our yogurt and our popsicles put together in our trays, we're going to stick our popsicle sticks in. And I'm just going to add a few more layers of berries since I have them. This part gets a little messy, so you might need a little bit of help cleaning it up. This is why we wear an apron, so we can wipe our hands off there. Then we're going to take our popsicle sticks, stick it about in the middle there of your yogurt. And I will finish filling these with the rest of my plain yogurt. Once you have those all ready, then go ahead and stick them in the freezer and wait about 3 hours. Check them once they are fully formed. Then you can go out and enjoy them on a sunny afternoon. So I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. If you have any questions, please check out Wasatch Community Gardens. We have the recipe posted there, and we hope that you get to enjoy your